All right, guys, we're going to take a look at Baltic. This is the HMS 001 in the cream dial with the blued hands. Big thanks to Chris, a viewer of the channel, for sending in a small group of watches for us to check out and enjoy. So you can see right away that this is like a vintage inspired make here. This is a French micro brand. These are actually assembled in France. And you can see it's very simple and tastefully done with that cream dial, that minute track going around the outside there. These are blued hands, you can see there. And then you have a painted white seconds hand running around in very simple text. You have Baltic and you have automatic in red. So it doesn't need to be complicated, it's very simple. And you have a really well done hesalite boxed crystal on this, which always makes for really great visibility. You can see the brushing on the side of the case here, the signed crown that is maybe a little bit on the bigger side for this watch, so it's easy to manipulate, easy to wind. This has the Miyota 821A movement in it, so it's an automatic movement, and it will hand wind, but it will not hack, and it does have a ghost date. Ghost date meaning the first position there would be like a date wheel, but this is a no date dial. It's not offered in a date dial. And then the second position would be for time setting. So no big deal. I know some people get hung up on that, but it's not a big deal. So let's talk about size real quick. I'll zoom back out. It is a 38, a true 38 millimeter watch. You have 47 millimeter lug to lug, drilled lugs, and overall thickness is only 12.7, but you got to keep in mind you have that boxed crystal. I tried to measure it on the stepped bezel here to about the bottom of the case, and it's about 9.7. So it's going to wear really thin, as it should. 20 mil lug width, so you can, get super creative with straps. Although this strap, this French calf leather strap that they include, is very thin, it tapers, and is extremely comfortable. I'm a big fan of this leather. I'm going to throw it on my 7.25 inch wrist here for you guys to check out. You can see there with those 47 millimeter lug to lug, it wears totally fine on my 7.25. And if I'm going to wear a 38 millimeter watch, I really do like the lug to lug to be around 47, 48. I think it balances it all out. So great looking watch. Now, reading their website, which I'll put a link in the description, you can get a display case back. As much as I do like display case backs, I think just going with a standard sealed up case back like this is probably really the way to go. The Miyota 821A movement isn't a great looker or anything like that, and I don't really need to see it. So you can see some text there, assembled in France. It has the movement info, 5 ATM. And I know a lot of people get hung up on that, but you guys got to realize 5 ATM, that's 50 meters. That's 165 feet. So this is going to be fine for daily wear. It's not a big deal. You get caught in some rain or you do some dishes or something, if you're going to do full submersion and stuff like that, just take it off. I take all my watches off when I'm doing that. So some of you guys do, some of you guys don't. You're usually going to be fine. As long as that crown's pushed in, I think you're probably okay. So, obviously there's no lume on this guy. You do have a signed clasp there, or on the buckle. Really cool presentation box here. This has like a cork material to it, and it gives you a little bit of folding literature here on the use and the information on the watch. So, very clean presentation and a very clean looking watch. Very well done indeed. The price tag on this, I'm just going to go off US dollars. I'm pretty sure it's around $379 if I'm not mistaken. And I think that's a really good value proposition for what you're getting here. This is a unique watch. I'm actually kind of really digging that stepped bezel that they put on there. I have not seen that on very many watches. And then the decision to use the hesalite box crystal, I think was very wise, especially with this style of watch. You can see the clarity on it. I mean, there's no anti-reflective coating on hesalite, so And yeah, sure, it'll scratch and you can polish it out and everything, but you can see the clarity on it. Even once it takes on the full glare of the studio light, it's still totally legible. So very, very well done. This is a nice looking watch. I don't know that I have anything really within hand's reach to compare to. So anyway, guys, that's that'll wrap this guy up. No loom shot at the tail. There is no loom. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.